Georgia is the best team in the country. I think we can all agree with that. They did have a couple weeks where they, struggled with Missouri for a little bit, gave up 22 points to Kent State, and, just kind of wasn't quite locked in. But the beatdown they had of Tennessee yesterday was jarring. And I can't remember what the final score was, but it was a lot to a little. And the Georgia athletes, especially defensively, just look different than athletes on other teams. I mean, they're just fast. They play together. Like you rarely ever see a time where a guy is like unsure of what to do. Like they know what to do, and they do it at 100% speed. And that is a tough recipe for an offense trying to block or scheme up, run a route on a guy like that who's just absolutely dialed in, know what I need to do. I'm about to do it 1,000 miles a minute. It's impressive. And I had a prediction as far as like this one stat, the indicator that would be a win for Georgia. And that was if Stetson Bennett throws for 300 yards or more, Georgia's going to win. Now, at halftime, I think he had like 204 or 220. So I was well on my way to being correct. And then I think he threw for all of like 30 yards in the second half. So he finished like 257, but I think the premise is kind of like, yeah, well, I was wrong, but I think him having success in the air, especially early on in that game, definitely just broke it open, because we all know Georgia can run the ball. They can run the ball on basically anybody. But it's the pass game that isn't as consistent. Let's put it that way. They can be explosive, and at times they are. But in order for them to really reach that peak, they're going to need to bring the pass game along as well, and they did that yesterday. So for Tennessee, it's pretty interesting as far as what those CFP polls will look like on Tuesday. See how far they drop. I would imagine something in the range of 6 or 7. But you just never know. As far as the CFP goes, I think what it should look like is Georgia 1. I would have Michigan 2. TCU 3. And we were just talking about this last night. Who would be my 4th team? I can't remember now, but those will be the top 3. And but we'll see. There's just no telling with the CFP, and they are putting that out for entertainment. So there's always going to be some team ranked lower than what people think, and it's going to be a talking point. That's their goal, is to get the CFP trending, and have it be talked about all throughout the week until Saturday, and then we have the games, and then we get kind of reaction Sunday, Monday. Tuesday they put out another one, have something else to stir people up about, and the cycle continues. So don't get too caught up in it, but we will see what happens. But yeah, Georgia's number 1.